Hi guys.
Hey.
First of all, I'm excited to see you all sitting together. This is a big deal. You guys have taken a Broadway show that is iconic and everyone, knows of it, and you're putting it on the big screen. So on a degree of like 1 to 10 in terms of pressure, were you all feeling lots of pressure?
10 being the highest? Yes.
Yeah, I think you had the most.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jennifer's got like the torch song of the musical, like memory.
And Francesca is the lead, so
Yeah,
I
in
think
every
that
scene.
maybe there was a bit of pressure there.
Yes.
We were just like,
Personally, like,
What are you
for a
two
good
doing?
time.
Yeah.
You're just having
we
some
just
fun?
wanted to be cats, wear
That
the
was really it.
outfits, and yeah.
that was our whole thing.
That song, how was she as a dancer?
She's the best dancer I've ever seen in my life.
I felt she
Yeah.
was flying.
I don't know how Frankie, how you did it, like every day. So how long did you shoot for?
Long days, yeah,
Like,
like
but
12
was it
hours.
6 months or
6 months, yeah.
Yeah, dancing her butt off every day.
Brave soldier.
Yeah,
Every day.
because it's,
And even on her days off, she dances for hours and hours.
What?
yeah.
But one of my favorite things about this entire process is that it takes people who, I'd say we all have our comfort zone.
Right.
Yeah.
Singing,
Yes.
acting, comedy, dancing, and we had to do all the other things too. So if whatever your comfort zone was, you had to learn all the other skill sets. You had to really, if you're an actor, you had to learn to dance and sing. If you're a singer, you had to learn to dance and act. If you're a dancer, you had to learn to act and sing. It just was, it was
Right.
very much a challenge for all of us, but we could appreciate the other people's talent because chances are it was a talent that we were having to acquire and learn very quickly.
I love that. Now, talk to us about Cat School, because I'm so into this. I need to know.
Everyone's intrigued about
No,
Cat School.
Cat School is nuts. Okay, Taylor, take me to Cat School.
Okay, cat school is something that you could do as much of or as little of as you wanted. So depending on what you wanted to do, I was in cat school a lot.
You loved it?
A lot. It's basically, you're crawling around on the floor, you're studying videos and pictures of cats, you're learning about their anatomy, their impulses, their instincts, how they sense things, how they move, how they walk, blah, blah, blah. Because we were told, you guys are not going to be cats walking around on all fours,
Oh.
and you're not going to be humans standing up the whole time, which you had to learn that first, and she had to do it the most because she's the lead. But the physicality.
Yes, you have to find your own way of, literally not being like this and not being on all
So
fours.
teach me, because what I thought was weird, just teach me something y'all learned in Cat School that I can
Well,
learn
we would
right
have
here.
to get you in the room, and we'd have to get your shoes off and have you in, some athletic
But is there
clothing.
any
Yeah.
And we really go full cat or 0% cat.
Give
Do you know what I mean?
just-
We're
can you give me
serious about
5%
this.
cat?
Okay.
Give me something.
Are you ready to smell our butts?
I was going to say,
What?
you have to use your,
We have to do that.
Sniff each other's.
Yeah, you have to really like sniff each
Sniff
other
around,
because
let your nose loose.
yeah, the sense of smell is very important to a cat.
What about the licking was going on? There's a lot of licking.
I licked Jason Derulo.
But that wasn't in the script.
Yeah, I didn't even have to do that.
Is there anything that you have to do when you're just sitting? Because I was watching the faces and I thought often, there's Judi Dench. Because she's often sitting very proudly up there, and you all are doing things to your faces and
Here's
licking.
the thing. We did it all. Whatever it was that we hissed, we licked our paws. We have not seen this
I
film.
pissed in a
We
sink,
have no
too.
idea what
Yeah.
they've included. They could have included all of that.
I
And you're
scratched
doing
my
while you're doing it, you're
crotch.
hoping you're like, surely they're not
Yeah, I
going to use
had
this.
this.
But they could have.
The licking. Now, Taylor, you have 2 cats at home. So when
I
you
got 3 now.
3?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you got home, did you look at your cats a little closer and go like, what are they doing? What's that smooth move?
Yeah, I looked at them and I was like, you can't help me because they're so lazy and like my favorite thing about my cats is that they're so round and that they are so able to relax at all times. Yeah, and that's not the kind of cat I was playing.
No,
so
you
I was
were-
playing
yeah.
a really athletic, like mischievous cat, and my cats are just like, they're like, hey, if you throw us some treats, if it's within this area, I'll get it, but I don't know if I want to get off the couch. We would always have to be walking this line between less dance, more cat, more human, less human, more cat.
So of this group, if we're going to play a little cat game, which of you is most likely to hide under a bed for 4 hours?
Funnily enough, we haven't talked about that.
What if you were to guess?
Are you talking about our cat characters?
Just you 4 right here.
Just me hiding under bed? I can't fit under there anymore.
No, it's not you.
I've tried recently.
Who has the most convincing meow of the group?
Should we see?
Ready?
I think Francesca.
Yeah, Francesca.
Again, the lead naturally
Yes.
has nailed
That's
that
why
one.
she got the lead role.
Exactly.
Did you have to
We
meow
all auditioned for
in
it.
your audition?
That's what we did. We just
Did you have to meow in your audition? Or?
No, but I should have done. Be much quicker.
Great.
Well, one thing about Francesca is that she learned to sing for this. So, like, you know, I know you'd sung when you were younger, but it's like she's the best ballerina in the land.
Well,
so it's like she learned to sing for her role, and you know that's. I was wondering if you had to sing in your audition.
Yeah, a lot. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Well, one of the songs you had to sing it happens to be a song that you wrote, Taylor,
Yeah.
nominated for a Golden Globe. Congratulations. To write an iconic, for this iconic show, to write another song is a big, big deal. How did you introduce that song to Francesca?
Oh, well, I had watched her for what felt like, I think, weeks. Over several months, I'd come in and watched her performances. on set. Yeah, on set. And no, I watched her in her apartment. Did I not tell them? Yeah. Just through the window. There's a nice bit of shrubbery outside of her flat. And it's really, really easy to hide in there. She didn't know I was there for ages. No, I would go on set and I would watch. This is a really important part of the story. Thank you so much. Oh, that's great. That would look great in print. I would watch her on set, dancing, performing. She knew I was there.
Yeah.
It was all fine. But I just really wanted to get a grasp on her character because you know, Victoria, the character, is the lead beautiful ballerina in the show Cats, but in the original show, she doesn't have a song and we never hear from her, which is something that Tom and Andrew and I both, all three of us thought like that should change. That's the one thing missing. And so when Andrew and I ended up writing this song, the only way to really play it for her, because we were just rushing. We had written it the day before. I came in and we had the sheet music made up, and so we had to, you know, sing it live for her. And so she had to kind of sit there on the couch while Andrew was at the piano and I was serenading her.
It's a dreadful day.
Terrible for her.
What did that feel like?
I mean, I've had so many pinch me moments in this whole film, but I think that was, for me, like one of the most surreal days, having a private concert from Taylor of a song that you'd written for me, for my character. It's just amazing.
That's an amazing,
And do you remember you asked me at the end, you said, is that okay for me? I know.
I really wanted to know. She has to sing it, and her singing it got us a Golden Globe nomination.
Wow. Well, you all are, that is awesome. Now, I got to see a little bit of the movie before it was totally finished, and I just found it so fascinating that you guys had black dots all over your faces, and you were putting out these incredible performances looking like that at someone else who was looking like that. How tough was it, like, not to crack up and, like, you know, to stay in character?
This is one of those things you really have to fully commit.
Yes.
If anybody was there that was like kind of like, oh, I'm trying to be cool, then like don't do the movie Cats.
Right.
Like
Right.
don't do
Become a cat
musical
or leave.
theater.
Yeah.
It is surreal.
There's no room for ambivalence in the movie Cats.
Yeah.
Or skepticism.
But what about when Judi Dench was there? Was there any extra, like, because she's kind of a legend. Was there a little extra, like, you know?
She's the nicest legend. though.
She is? Yeah. I heard she also did a kindness. Taylor, were you talking about some kind of candy on the set?
She got me candy.
She got you candy?
Yeah, it was the most amazing thing. I was just talking near her about this kind of candy that they have in the UK called squashies. And I was like, this is legit candy. Okay, let me talk about it. It's gummy. It tastes like a combination of strawberries and raspberries, also cherries. It's pink and white. It's all the things I love. I was ranting. It was really late. I was ranting about the candy for a while. And the next day in my dressing room, I walked into the trailer and there were like 10 packets of this candy with a signed headshot from Judi.
No,
Wow.
she signed a headshot.
Yeah, it was the most amazing. It was the most romantic surprise.
I love that.
It was incredible.
So your birthday cake had cats on it, which
did.
was super cute.
My cats, my 3 cats.
Oh, those were your cats?
Those are my cats.
Okay.
Those are sugar versions of them.
So I was thinking, you know, I'm watching you, and you're sitting here among these super strong women, and I there's nothing I love more than interviewing strong women. And I have to tell you, I was really struck when you gave your speech at the Decade of the Year, when you got that big award, and I said, look at Taylor, like back straight, like went for it.
Thank you.
Tell me about that moment, because I'm sure people said to you, don't use it for that, like just say thank you, do your thing. You stood there and you had something to say. Describe that moment for me.
Well, I think as women, we can be thankful for the wonderful things that we've been given, and we can be thankful for our good fortune, and there are always moments for that. But if we're really living complex lives, we show the other things too. And especially if the things we're going through can and will affect the next generation of artists, people in music, women in music, and just people out there who should know their worth and should know that they can speak out about things that they're going through. And I always use a rule of thumb of like, is what I'm going through going to help somebody else, or is this just me? And if it's just me, I usually don't say anything. But if it's going to help someone else and it's something that I see as truly beneficial to other people, I think it's important to express yourself. And in music, you know, as women, we need to have each other's backs. And I think that we're in a place right now in time where I'm seeing that happen so much, and it makes me really happy.
Did you, what kind of reaction did you get from women in the room afterwards, after that speech?
I was right on a plane. I took a red-eye flight. I had my birthday the next day. I played at Z100 Jingle Ball at Madison Square Garden, and I turned 30 that night at midnight. There was a lot going on. And all I can hope for is just to like try to help. All you can do is, I have people who've helped me. I have people who help and support me now. I want women to know that I help and support them, and whether that's advocating or speaking out, I'm there. I have their backs too.
So a lot of go girl going here.
Says a lot.
I know, sometimes you got to stand up and say it, just like that. That was a big day.
Thank you.
Taylor, how's your life going to be different going forward, do you think?
I think that I'm just gonna keep making music and taking challenges. One thing with doing Cats is that it was a challenge in so many different ways. And I took the opportunity and said, like, I need to dislocate the end result from the experience, because I was like, the only thing I have control over is the experience, and is it going to enrich my life, and is it going to be fun, and is it going to be an adventure? And I made the decision to do it based on the fact that it was going to be a challenge and it was going to be an adventure. And I think continuing to make decisions from that place of like, take chances, try new things.
Sure.
Things that are going to make your life more exciting are things you should say yes to. So hopefully I'll just keep, doing that.
I love that. Miss Francesca.